Okay, good morning. So it's already 11 o'clock. I like doing these videos earlier in the day, but I'm working on a few things today. So let's get started. So yesterday I told you if you didn't have this book to go out and buy it. And there was a reason for that because today I'm literally reading word for word right out of it. So we've talked about your first assignment was to make a list of everything you wanted. Now let's jump right into it. So the second chapter is desire. So I'm reading on my page 14. I'm reading word for word. Wishing will not bring riches, but desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession. Then planning definite ways and means to acquire riches and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, will bring riches. Then he has an exact formula and method for obtaining riches. The method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into financial equivalent consists of 6 definite practical steps. I'm not making this stuff up. It's coming word for word from the book. All of this information was written by Napoleon Hill, who interviewed over 500 of the wealthiest people. This is the secret to obtaining wealth. Step 1. First, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It's not sufficient to merely say, I want plenty of money. Be definite as to the amount. There's a psychological reason for the definiteness, which will be described in a subsequent chapter. So that's why I said yesterday, it's not good enough to just say, I want more money. I want a bigger house. That's not going to cut it. The universe wants definites. You have to be very specific and very clear. How much money do you want? How big is the house you want? What is the exact square footage? You have to be very clear. Step number 2, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There's no such reality as something for nothing. That's 100% true. If you want more money, you have to offer more service or do a job or something to get it. There's no such thing as getting something for free. That's how a lot of people get scammed. So if you do think, oh yeah, I'll just, there's a lot of scams going around. I think one of them was putting a decal on your car for like Mountain Dew or something. They were going to pay you up front to do it and you didn't even have to do anything. Again, that's a scam. So there are scams. You do have to be aware of that. But if you do want more money, you have to give up something or do something for that money. So be conscious of that. Third step, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. So later we'll get into goals, and with your goals, you do have to have a date, a month, a year, some kind of date paved out in your mind of when you're going to accomplish this by. Again, the universe works in laws and it works in definiteness. Number 4, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you're ready or not, to put this plan into action. They say the best time is to start is before you're ready. If you're anxious and nervous, they say that's the best time to jump. If you're in your comfort zone, that is where your dreams go to die. Bob Proctor says you either create or you disintegrate. And that kind of stuck with me. So if you're nervous about doing something and you're not sure if you should do it, that's the best time you should do it. Do it before you're ready. 5th, write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. 6th, read your written statement aloud twice a day. Once just before retiring at night and once when you're rising in the morning. As you read it, see it, feel it, and believe yourself you're already in possession of that money. So that's 6 steps right there, how you can turn your thoughts and your wishes into desires and into the physical form. You can see I've like tagged a ton of stuff in this book. This book is worth its weight in gold, like I said. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you'll never see them in your bank account. Another quote from this book. So your imagination is one of your higher faculties. Majority of people, I'd say 90% of people, don't even know they have higher faculties. Your intuition is one. Most people know about the intuition. They're saying, oh, listen to your gut. Whatever your gut says, go with. That's your intuition. Some people have that higher faculty, like more developed than other people, but there's actually 6 higher faculties. Most people don't even know they have them. So that's another lesson I can teach you about. I won't get into that now because we're talking about desire right now. Another quote I wanted to take. There is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is definite of purpose, the knowledge of which one wants, and a burning desire to possess it. So we're talking about things you want. Like I said, majority of Americans don't even know that. So if you made a list and you actually did what I told you to do, and you made a list, you need to pat yourself on the back, because most people wouldn't even do that. I bet out of the people who listen and watch this video, maybe 1 or 2 people maybe actually took it seriously and actually made a list. So if you did, I would love for you to comment in the chat below, I did it. Because a lot of people won't do the action steps. Reading this book is not good enough. You have to actually put it to action. The application is what's going to make results in your life. Doing the action steps. I was going to say more, but we'll stay focused on this. So do the action part. So now, after you have your wants listed down, how do you turn what you want into a burning desire? That's what he talks about in this chapter, is a burning desire. So wanting money, that's great. You have to be specific. You have to get so involved with wanting more money and having a specific amount of money. What are you going to do with that money? How is that money going to change your life? Who could you give that money to, or who could that money help? What do you see yourself doing with that money? You have to get so involved with it that it creates an emotional impact within you. It touches your core. It touches your heart. So that is what creates that burning desire. Having a vision for your life and what you want to do. That is where your burning desire comes in. And you will not stop until you reach that goal. It almost becomes an obsession. Page 17 on my book, a burning desire to be and do is the starting point from which the dreamer must take off. There's another one I had highlighted. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief and not mere hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. Closed minds do not inspire faith, courage, or belief. So I did have a client who I was telling him to list out things he wanted and to make like a vision board of his life. And he was saying, oh, this is really depressing. Like, I don't really want to do this. And he was thinking from a negative endpoint that he could never achieve these things. That's a closed mind. If you think like that, then yeah, you will never achieve those things. You have to come at it from an open mind and to think you can achieve and accomplish anything you want. Where there is a will, there is a way. Nothing is impossible. This chapter even talks about a little boy who was born without ears, but his dad kept planting the seed that no, one day he will hear. And doctors kept telling him, no, that's never going to happen. He doesn't have ears. He'll never hear. And he did. The dad kept planting the seed and it happened. So anything is possible. People have achieved great things. So if you have a desire, it can't just be a dream. You have the dream, but you turn it into that burning desire where it touches your heart. It touches your soul. You become so obsessed with it that you could literally be out all night working, get home or maybe work overtime, only get a couple hours of sleep, and you jump out of bed the next day because you know what you're shooting for. You know that's where I'm going and nothing's getting in my way. That's how strong this has to be for it to happen. Then page 19, it talks about desire again. Our only limitations are those we set up in our own mind. So whatever you're thinking, again, your thoughts become things. So if I asked you, what's your goal? When do you plan on accomplishing it by? Whatever thought you have, if you're wanting to be like a manager, say you're just like a supervisor right now, but you want to be a manager, and I ask you, well, when do you want to achieve that by? And you say, oh, well, it'll take me like 8 years. Okay, well, then it's going to take you 8 years. Whatever limitations you put on yourself, that's exactly what's going to happen. If you make a decision right here, right now, today, and you say, no, I'm buying a brand new house because that's what I want, and I want 3,000 square feet, and I want it by next year, I guarantee you'll get it next year. Whatever you create in your mind, the universe will yield to you. This book, like I said, it's giving you the material for you. I'm literally just reading it to you. The biggest thing I can tell you is that simply reading this is not going to make you rich. You actually have to apply it and do some of the things I'm telling you to do. Like I said, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. The action steps are 100% up to you. I will post another video later today. That's kind of what I've been working on right now, telling you my story on how I even got into all of this. Why am I doing this? This is my burning desire right now, helping people. My next video, if you stay tuned, I'll post it later today on my story and why I'm doing this. But for today, your objective, your action plan is to turn those wants into a burning desire. One step that you could do, I have had clients do this, is to create a vision board. I don't like sharing mine because it's very personal to me. This is my dream life, but this is something that you could do. Get online, get on Google, and everything that you wrote down that you want, Google those pictures, take the pictures, put them into a Microsoft Word document, and then that becomes your vision of what you want your life to be. That becomes what you're shooting for, your burning desire. So that's one thing that I did, and I do tell my clients to do because it helps make it specific. So you're not just shooting for a bigger house. You know exactly what the house looks like. You know exactly what your dream car looks like. Everything is right there for you. So that's your action step today. Stay tuned. I have another video coming on later. It's Saturday, so you get a bonus today. And again, this is Davina. There's great love here for you. I hope you have a great and inspired day. Thanks.